All right, greetings. Sending you all some warm, positive vibrations this morning. This is Kwasapeacefull Eating, aka Body-Culinary, and it's early and it's time for that 5 a.m. movement practice. So I have my heart rate monitor on. I have it set for functional training. So shout out to all of my early risers who really value and get the opportunity that is present in this when it's still dark outside, when the world is quiet. So I'm up usually before the workout, before the movement practice, because it's a very contemplative time. The time 4 a.m. It's been consistent for years in this practical sense. You can really tap into your onboard divine innate intelligence. And so my contemplation this morning, something that you consider is, I'm a coach, personal trainer, the focus on whole, fresh, living unprocessed foods, and 3 lifestyle practices: the garden, peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, and garden therapy in a daily movement practice. And one of the things that I really focus on in my practice is self-sabotage. And one of the ways that self-sabotage expresses itself or shows up is in our consumption patterns. Quite often eating foods mindlessly, usually not celery and broccoli, usually eating a lot of heavily salted, refined sugar, chemical foods. Now, this is not to make us bad or wrong, yet similarly to substance abuse, drugs, and alcohol, there's a pattern there, And something that I'm keenly aware of is through these screens, when we're turning on these screens, as intellectual and as smart and as capable as we may be with our different skill sets or in our jobs, our psyche, our subconscious takes a hit from a constant onslaught of fright and fear and triggers. Triggers being 6 of those common basic human fears would be fear of loss of love and never finding love, fear of death, fear of old age, fear of poverty, fear of illness, and fear of criticism. They're very primal fears that level the playing field. And I think sometimes we may not acknowledge that we are taking a hit because we take it on the chin. I know culturally, definitely as a chocolate woman, as an Afro woman, we take it on the chin like we got it. But it really takes something today to stay present in your body, to stay present to your breath, to stay present to the goals that you have for yourself, for your personal development, for your creative expression. It is easy to lose it, to lose your focus. The second you turn on these screens, the psyche starts comparing itself, and we are triggered by fright and fear for our loved ones, of sickness, of complications of, different things that are going on in the environment. So I invite you to consider using your personal movement practice to transmute a lot of the difficult emotions, a lot of the anger, the stress, the frustration, in contrast to constantly triggering each other. A lot of human beings walk around with our own traumas and fears and insecurities. We wind up triggering each other a lot. So our psyche is taking a hit. These 3 leveraged lifestyle practices are deeply therapeutic practices that you have access to because you don't necessarily need a bunch of money. You don't need a gym membership. You don't even need to leave the space where you reside, lay your head, pay rent or mortgage. I invite you to make your personal movement practice the best part of your day. And there are different types of movement. We'll do something a little different tomorrow. It's swaying, flowing movement. The strength training is cardio. But movement is a way that you can express and release. Again, our psyches are taking a hit. And who has a vested interest, really has a vested interest in your healing, your resolve, your thriving, your putting things into perspective so you can move on? That's going to be you. I invite you to make your personal movement practice the best part of your day. It's personal. My workout is mine. And it's not just a workout. I'm also working on mental resiliency, mental toughness, giving myself examples of my ability to push through and to neutralize uncomfortable emotions, negative emotions, and things that are actually happening in the world. So anyway, that's the contemplation this morning. Shout out to my folks. Oh my gosh, this is my beautiful niece this morning. So you getting up to move your little chocolate butt with me? Look at that. You see how that works? Replay that so you can catch what I said. So that's my niecey. So anyway, if you have one of those expensive watches on, my beautiful niece, put your either your fitness tracker or your heart rate monitor on. I'm setting mine for functional training because that's one of my main types of training. And it leverages. You don't need a whole bunch of Olympic squat machines and all that to get some really serious results in your house. So I'm going to set it for functional training. You can turn the voice prompt on or off. I can see right now that my heart rate, right? And that's one of our responses, one of our benchmarks is the strength of our heart. So my heart rate right now is about 80 beats per minute. I'm going to just press that so I can see that represented as a percent. So as you become more cardiovascularly fit, your recovery rate, when you're working really hard and your heart is pumping, it's going to recover a lot quicker. And our resting heart rate is going to start to go down over time with consistency. That is a response to putting this positive stress on your body, right? So 46%, that means I'm not doing much of nothing. So let's get this party started. Took a little longer this morning. So I'm constantly watching my heart rate. So now if you don't have a jump rope, use whatever you have, right? Be creative. If you're going to get up early, this is definitely a time to work on your excuses and put your excuses on notice. Your excuses are valid. You have good excuses not to move. And move, you can decide to move anyway, right? So again, you can really use your movement practice as a way to work on other things that are going on in your life. If you have something that you're working on and working through. So if you have 2 dish towels for my aunties or my mom out there, if she ever looks at this, or my silver foxes, you can take 2 dish towels or 2 jump ropes, and you can flip the wrist and you can lift your knees to your chest. You can really make the effort to touch your knee to your chest. What that's going to do is to give you a nice release in your lower back, and you're also starting to engage your core. You're working on your coordination. You can start right there. So get in where you fit in if you can't jump. And when we're jumping, we're never slamming the feet down into the floor. We're really landing soft like a cat. So do what you're able to. If you need to rest in between, if your heart rate gets up really high, then you can simply take your active rest, which is touching your knees to the chest. That being said, feet together, we're going to start with just a basic jump. You can always come back to right here, your basic jump. Here we go. Oops. And if you flub up in a rope, keep going. And look how efficient that is. Lift your knees to the chest. So if you're deconditioned, your heart rate may be up already. My heart rate is only at 70%. So something called RPE, rate of perceived effort or rate of perceived exertion. How hard are you working on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the most challenging, 1 being the easiest, right? So you can put it in the chat or make a mental note to yourself, right? Movement pattern number 2, keep the feet together, working your trunk, which is also good for your lower back. Tuck your hips under, pull your belly button in. You can stay with a basic jump, or you can twist in the rope. Keep going. active rest. Heart rate is at 79%. Touch your knees to your chest. Your next movement pattern, you're going to come down to the floor, right? So spread your fingertips. Give me a tabletop position. So this is one of our staple positions. Take all the jewelries off. Good morning. So tabletop position, tuck your hips under. Pull your belly button into your spine. Spread your fingertips. Press your hand into the floor. Now you're going to make sure you're not sinking down. Push your body away from the floor so you can engage your shoulder blade, your shoulder girdle. If you're a beginner, you're going to simply just step, right foot steps outside the right hand. Bring that knee right back down to the floor underneath the hips. And then alternate sides. Left foot is going to step outside the left hand. So you're going to alternate side to side. If you've been moving with me longer, extend your legs, tuck your hips under, squeeze your glutes as if you ate too many hot peppers. And then that right foot steps outside the right hand. Push that back heel straight. Push that heel straight back to the back wall so you can feel a stretch in the hip of the extended leg. Step center. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Push that heel straight. Squeeze the glute, and you should feel a nice big stretch inside of your hip. Keep pushing your hands away from the floor. Step center and alternate tempo. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Let's hold this one a little bit longer. Keep pushing that back heel to the back wall so you can feel your hip open. We want to hold on to our original hips. Step center, opposite side. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Push that back heel to the back wall. Feel the stretch in the extended leg. And come center. So sit on your glutes for a second. Sit upright, open up your chest. We're going to work on your little girdle, your transverse abdominis. So most people are concerned about the rectus abdominis, but also there's a girdle that helps to hold your guts in place, and it's a nice support for your back. So lean back just a teeny bit. If you put your hands inside your abdominals and you lean back even a teeny bit, you can feel your abdominals are engaged. Place your hands in prayer position, and you're simply going to rotate and twist side to side. Try not to round your back. Make the effort to keep your chest nice and extended. So twist and twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only lean back as far as you can without compromising your back. If you need to come up a little bit, then come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If that's a little easy, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to challenge your hip flexors. Raise one leg just a little bit and rotate. 1, 2, 3. Keep the chest open. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming right up. So make the effort to see if you can stand up without using your hands. I'm crossing my legs. Use your abdominals. You're going to exhale, roll forward on your glutes. Come onto your knees, uncross, and stand up and grab your jump rope. So this is all good functional movement. These are things you want to be able to do when our hair is white, right? And these are things that you wouldn't be able to do if you're sitting inside a machine. So next movement pattern is out in, stomach muscles tucked in, belly button drawn into the spine. Jumping up with these little cute pants today. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heart rate is at 81%. So saying a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm working at a 7.5 or 8. Coming down to the floor, you're gonna take a second set of plank steps. So again, spread your fingertips, press your hands into the floor, press the body away from the floor so you can activate your scapula. This is not active. This will compromise your head, neck, and shoulders. So press straight. I'm not looking backwards. I'm not curling my chin into my chest. I'm looking straight down and pulling my chin in so my spine is nice and long. So you either step in from all fours, right knee steps outside the right hand to center, left foot steps outside the left hand, or take the next appropriate level, tuck your hips under, right foot steps outside that right hand, step center, left foot steps outside the left hand, center, go to tempo. So it's 2, 2, 3, try to keep your butt out of the air. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Now pause for a second. This time you're going to strike and land on the heel. So this time I'm landing on the heel. My toes are pointed up to the ceiling. So I'm going to get a big stretch in the back of my leg, even if your leg doesn't go all the way straight. Step center and left side. Land on your heel. Tremendous stretch here in the back of the hamstring. My core is also engaged. Make sure you keep pressing your hands into the floor, pressing the body away. Center. 2, 2. Take your time. Breathe. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Good. And 5. So you can grab 2 water bottles, or you can grab your medicine ball. If you have the 2 water bottles, right, because you use whatever, and then remember, we're going to bust up your excuses, bust down the excuses. So lean back just a teeny bit so that your core is engaged, adding a teeny bit of resistance, or you can stay with just your hands in prayer pose. Open up the chest, lean back just a teeny bit, and twist. 2, 3, keep the chest open. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're staying in that same position. Again, keep your chest open. Put your hands in your abdominals, or one hand. Lean back a teeny bit, feel that your abdominals are engaged. You're going to lace your fingertips, and you're going to alternatively bring one knee into the chest and place it down nice and easy. Here we go. So bring that knee up into the chest, and then extend. It doesn't have to be straight. Touch the heel down. Exhale, opposite side, and place it down. Here we go. So it's 2 and 2. Bring it to the chest. 3 and 3. 4 and 4. 5. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. So already right there, you should feel your abdominals engaged. Re-engage your chest. Chest is nice and open. You don't want to be sagging here. Open your heart up, nice and proud lion chest. Put your fingertips in your core. Lean back a little bit. Feel them engaged. Same thing. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. You should feel your core engaged. So cross your legs, roll on your glutes onto your knees, uncross, and stand. Grab your rope. Again, we're still in the warm-up. So I can see my body is getting nice and sweaty. So hopefully you have 20 ounces of water nearby. Take a sip. Don't guzzle it too much, too fast. You're ready to take your next set or your next set. So basic jump. But working with our coordination and training the brain, jump backwards. If you trip up in the rope, no worries, because jump rope is something every time you do it, like riding a bike, you get better. Heart rate is at 66%. So technically I'm recovered. So we're going backwards. Or if you need to, take the 2 dish towels, touch your knees to your chest, bring it all the way to the chest, and go backwards. Breathe nice and deep. Here we go. Good, and relax. So you're going to use either a broomstick or just your body weight. You're going to extend your arms shoulder height, right? So the broomstick can be a nice marker to ensure that your elbow joints stay straight. So you want it right, extend all the way through your fingertips, and I'm even with my shoulders. So we're going to get a little more stretch in the hamstrings, also use the core. You're going to kick up. If you don't have a stick, just extend your arms straight. You're bringing your same foot to same hand, kick up. Listen to your inhale and exhale. Kick it up. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Arms high. 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10 on a diagonal. Opposite foot. 2, or opposite hand. 3, 3. Arms high. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. Next movement pattern. Still in our warm-up phase, opening up the body, getting the heart rate active. So you're going to alternatively step back. We never slam the knees down into the floor. So you always want to be very ginger, right? Nice and gentle. You're going to step back, elbows go straight. Try to tuck your pelvis under, draw your belly button in. You're going to feel a stretch in this opposite hip. Come to the center. And you can just use the body weight of your arms if you don't have a stick. Step backwards. So try to tuck your hips under. You're going to feel a tremendous stretch here. And your hip flexors, this being tight, will also pull on your lower back. Fingertips reach for the ceiling. Ready? Here we go. So this is going to be 2 and 2. Press it up. 3.
Burning fat.
3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Nice and easy today. 7 and 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Good, and 10. We're going to step back one more time. Step back. So I'll turn forward a little bit. Step back. Now from here, we're going to get a nice stretch. You're going to lean your stick and your arms over to the opposite side. So you're pulling up and out of the hips. Try to straighten the arms out. Ooh, that's a deep stretch. Come back to center. Opposite side. Step back. Bend that back knee. Tuck your hips under. Arms are straight. Bring the stick over to the opposite side. We're lifting up and out of the hip. All of this will also help your back. One more time. Step back, opposite leg. Elbows go straight. Take the stick or just your arms over to the opposite side. Ooh, that's a deep stretch. Center. Opposite side. Step back. Drop that back knee down. Arms go up. And then take it over. Good. And then come up. All right. So let's work on this core, get the core active a little bit more. We don't wait to the end of the movement practice to do sit-ups. That's old school. And a lot of times with the sit-ups, people are pulling on their back and their hip flexors. So you're not even really hitting your core muscles very deeply. So we're going to take some basic mountain climbers. If you're at all fours, if you're just starting, tabletop position. Tap your toe while you bring the knee
up underneath your chest into a tight little ball. Now keep pressing your hands into the floor, press your body away from the floor. Come back down to the center, opposite side. Knee comes to your chest. Place it back down. That's your level 1. Your level 2. Keep pressing your hands into the floor, body away from the floor. Extend your legs. Don't let your butt go up into the air. We're not doing downward dog. Stay nice and level. Tuck your hips under. Pull your belly button in. And you're going to tap. Bring that knee to the chest. And tap. Level 3 is going to start to pick up the pace. So get in where you fit in. If you're standing next to you, you should be able to hear your inhale and your exhale. Here we go. So you can either go from here, tap, and tap, if that's your level. Otherwise, you're going to tap and tap. Otherwise, pick it up. 2, 3, 4. Bring it tight. 5, 6. Arms straight. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it to the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tight core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should feel your arms. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sit your glutes back to your heels. So my body's nice and warm, right? No machines necessary because I'm getting my core temperature nice and hot. That's going to guarantee that you tap into your onboard fuel tank, right? If you have extra unhelpful adipose tissue, you want to get your body to burn it. So sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Come up on the pads of your fingers. Open your elbows out to the side so you can get a nice stretch on your upper back. Good. And cross your legs. Sit down for a second. Roll onto your glutes. Come to your knees. Uncross. And stand. Last time with the rope. Now say we're officially done with our warm-up. Nice and easy. So take a sip of water if you need to. With me, water. Where do I have my water? Oh, there it is. So one more. So this time, knees up in the rope. So again, if you need to, you're using the 2 dish towels. You're going to just circle the arms, touch your knees to your chest. Get in where you fit in. Everybody has to start somewhere. Nice and soft, gentle on the balls of your feet. It's a meditation. It's a moving meditation. Listen to your inhale and your exhale. Use your breath to ground you into your body. Here we go. Go at your own tempo. Seven, 6, 4, 3, 2. Heart rate is at 89%. So that took it up. So grab a sip of water, wipe your face, and come right back. Woo, let me grab the water. All right. So lift your knees to the chest. Take a nice sip, whatever cleanest water you have available. So usually you want to knock out at least 20 ounces during your movement practice. Why I want to drink 20 ounces? Because you get so much done in one shot. When you're getting your core activated, that's going to help you to have a nice, smooth elimination, right? Because your core muscles are supporting your diaphragm, and your intestines. If your gut is spread all over the place, the stomach is small, and the intestines should be all the way over here. So that means our guts and our organs are all over the place, right? And our back, you stand like this, like a cute, like a little Gucci girl, but that's pinching your spine. So you want to tuck your hips under, draw your belly button into your spine. So your core muscles, and it's a group of core muscles, are doing what they're supposed to do. So flush your system. You're flushing your lymphatic system with jumping. For those of you ladies that have the trampoline, use a trampoline. My mom, I bought you a trampoline that has a handlebar, right? So there's so many different things you can do in your own space. So try to sip your water. I'm going to work on our posture. Posture is important so we're not all slumped over, right? There's a lot of things we're losing imperceptibly. You don't even notice that your posture is going. That from a computer neck can go like this, gut is all over the place, back is pinched. You know, our posture is getting jacked up, and it's a matter of time before the back pain kicks in. So use your arms if you don't have a band. We're going to work in the reverse. We don't walk backwards, so we're not using all the muscles in the back. Most people are thinking of the look, but we are looking at the function. If you have the function, you don't have to worry about the look. You'll have the form. So either just use your arms or a light resistance band. I'm going to alternatively step back, and I'm going to open the band. So notice I'm not going for my elbows and not bent. My arms are straight. If I have my hands in a karate chop in the center of the back, in the center of your back, you want to squeeze my hand in between your shoulder blades. So alternatively, step back. As you step back, open the band out to the side or open across the chest. So arms are here. Make sure you don't slam that back knee down to the floor, and alternate sides. Open it up and step back. Alternate. Nice and easy. Use your breath. And step it back. So it's 3. 3. Open it as wide as you can. 4. 4. Your body's original machine. 5. Working the legs, core, and back at the same time. 6. 6. Open it as wide as you can. 7. 7. 8. And 8. 9. 9. 10. And 10. So just starting to activate certain muscles. We want to turn them on. Let's activate and turn on the glutes. We're going to have nice, easy, slow pace today. Really wanted to dance today, but dancing is tomorrow. So spread your toes. Here's the standing leg. You're going to do a hip hinge. Same movement pattern as a deadlift. We're using our bodies, our body weight. You want to activate your hamstrings, your glutes, and your core. So, and you're also working on your balance, which is very important. Draw your belly button into your spine. Lean forward at your hips. You can let your arms go out to the side if you need to. Extend the leg. Touch your opposite hand down to the floor in front of that foot and come up. Now, if you need to tap the foot down, you can tap it down or bring it all the way through and try to lift it up. Get in where you fit in. So lean forward, feel the stretch, come up, squeeze your butt cheek on this standing leg. So if the leg is shaky, that's okay. That means that it's working. Extend and come up, squeeze the glute. That's 3. Take your time.
You are burning fat.
4, even if you do less reps. 5, this is not a cardio movement. 6, come all the way up, squeeze the glute. 7, working on your balance. 8, 9. If you want, you can take it on to the side, help you balance. 10, 11. You can pause in the middle if you need to. 12. So now I feel my glute, my hamstring. 13. 14. Ooh, 15. Let's see if we can get 5 more in. So it's toasty 5. Woo. Working on your balance. 3. 2. And I'm sweating on the floor. And 1. So by now, my glute is on fire. So that is glute activation, right? So again, all of this stuff, not to shame anyone that has chosen to do any kind of alteration, right? But your glutes are important to your back. So the glute firing is very important to the health of your back. So just something for people to consider before you put a big artificial something here. This muscle has a purpose, has extreme, this is all your power is in your glutes. For you to be able to get out of harm's way, your glute has to fire. So we're turning it on. If you sit down a lot, it probably is not turning on. If it's not turned on, it's going to get flat and it's going to be atrophied, right? So natural bodies matter. So spread your toes on the opposite leg. Draw your belly button in. You're going to hinge or lean forward from the hips. Extend that back leg. Go slow if you need to. Try not to let your toes grip the floor too much. Going to come up. One side may be more steady than the other. If you need to pause in the center, pause. Otherwise, bring that knee up. Extend. Good. And then come up. And 3. And come up. 4. Come up. Squeeze your glute. 5. Bring it up. And 6. Working on your balance. 7. Take your time. 8. Notice one side is more challenging than the other. 9. And 10. Nice and easy. Halfway there. 11. My glute is getting nice and warm. 12. 13. 14. 15. 5 more. And extend. So 5. Turning on the glutes and the hamstrings. 4. 3. Buttons on fire now. 2. Nice and easy. 1 more. Good. Good. And 1. Shake it out. So you should feel by the time you get to that last repetition that your glutes are nice and toasty. Now, just as an example, as you go throughout this quarter, this season, you progress. Eventually, you'll be able to do 3 sets of 25 to 30 of those, right? So my girl Tian, and we're representing for the mothers out here that are in our 50s, representing, because naturally, I have to say it's an option. Natural bodies are an option. So it doesn't matter your age. You just want to start with your corrective exercise and get in when you fit in. So our body, our core temperature is nice and warm. Let's start with our movement practice. So warm up is done. You can use just your body weight, or you can use 2 light water bottles, or your progression would be the medicine ball. So we're gonna work our thighs, our shoulders, which help you give you a nice little symmetry, whole body and all that jazz. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna step back. Now, if you don't have the weight, you're stepping back, arms are coming right out to the side. Now I want you to think of, if I have 2 water jugs here, when I step back, I'm bending the back knee. I'm never slamming that back knee down into the floor. Let's get our posture, pelvis tucked under. Think of pouring water out of the jugs, right, at the top. And they come down. And the movement is nice and fluid, right? So there's no jerky movements at all, because we don't want to compromise the shoulder joint. So step back. As you step back, the weights are coming up. So step back. You can use just your arms. So we're going to do one side at a time, and we're going to take our little circuit. All right, ready? Here we go. So we're halfway through the workout. 1, pour the water out of the jugs at the top. 3, 4, use your breath. 5, 6, 7. If your arms get tired, keep moving the legs. 8, 9, 10, nice and light. 11, you need heavy weights on the shoulders. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you're able, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2. So shoulders are getting nice and warm. Next movement pattern. So we will take some burpees today. Will be nice and easy. So only 10. You can do the modified. So if you're doing a modified burpee, I don't care how many reps you do. Don't do extra reps with poor form. Spread your fingertips. Stomach muscles pulled in. Then your knees. Place the hands on the floor. Step back. Step back. If you're on your knees, this is not. This is a competition style burpee. So drop your stomach, whole body down to the floor. Pick your hands off the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Place the hands down. Come up. You're going to step, step. Now come on the balls of the feet and reach the ceiling. So you don't necessarily have to jump, right? You're coming right up here. Again, place the hands. Step, step. Drop your body down. Lift your hands up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Place the hands. Step, step. Come on the balls of your feet and reach for the ceiling. The next level is going to be place your hands.
You are burning.
Hot back. Drop down. Pick the hands up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Place the hands. And you have a barely little hot. Nice and easy. Nice and gentle. Listen to your breath. Ready? Wrap your mind around it. Here we go. Get it when you fit. So it's 1. Only 10. Go at your own tempo. 2. 3.
You are improving fitness.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. That's 10. Little commercial break. So give me some arm swings. Open up the chest and the shoulders. Heart rate went up to 82%. Cross the arms across the chest. Throw them back. Cross and throw. Good. Swing the arms back. And then reach your arms for the ceiling. Stretching out your shoulders. All right. So we have push-ups. Our first set today. I don't care if you do 1, 2, 3. Do them with good form. So coming from tabletop position. Again, hopefully you're sharing what you're doing from your fitness tracker, your heart rate monitor. So from tabletop position, hips are tucked under. This is no bueno. That's going to mess up your back. Tuck your hips under. Draw your belly button into your spine. Spread the fingertips. This is no bueno. Press your hands into the floor. Press the body away from the floor. Bring your knees together like you have a mermaid leg. Walk your knees in back of the hips. Right? Tuck it. If you're feeling your shoulders, that means your arms are not in alignment. You shouldn't be too far out here. You shouldn't be too far out here. Stack your joints. Spread your fingertips. So today, we're going to do them kneeling. So do whatever you can. Listen to your inhale and exhale. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Here we go. Down, exhale up. 1. Down, exhale up. 2. Down, exhale up. 3. Squeeze your thighs together. Down, exhale up. 4. Down, exhale up. 5. Try to angle your elbows backwards. Down, exhale up. 6. Down, exhale up. 7. Down, exhale up. 8. Don't kiss the floor. Try to let your chest touch the floor. 9 and 10. Down, exhale up. 1. Down, exhale up. 2. Down, exhale up. 3. Press each finger into the floor. Down, exhale up. 4. Down, exhale up. 5. Down, exhale up. 6. Down, exhale up. 7. Down, exhale up. 8. Down, exhale up. 9. Down, exhale up. 10. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Down, exhale up. 1. Down, exhale up. 2. Down, exhale up. 3.
You are
Down,
improving
exhale up.
fitness.
4. Down, exhale up. 5. Breathe it out. Down, exhale up. 1. Down, exhale up. 2. Chest is getting toasty. Down, exhale up. 3. Down, exhale up. 4. Down, exhale up. 5. Drop down to your stomach so your chest should be nice and hot. Now, the nice thing is that our chest, our arms, our core is all getting worked at the same time. Lay flat. Now, when you lay flat, tuck your hips under. Pull your belly button away from the floor. Look straight down so that your neck is nice and long. Point your toes. Squeeze your glutes and raise the front of your thighs off the floor. Raise your torso. Squeeze the elbows to get behind you. 1. Look straight down. 2. 3. Come up high. 4. Squeeze your glutes. 5. 6. 7. 8 for your posture. 9. 10. Again. 1. Look straight down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Pause for a second. So again, tuck your hips under, pull your belly button away from the floor. You're going to swim and fly, paddling the arms and legs. Look straight down so your neck is nice and long. Squeeze your glutes. Lift the front of your thighs off the floor. Now, raise your torso and paddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 1, 2, arms straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Place your hands on the floor. Press yourself up and then come up. So that's working your spinal erector muscles, the muscles that run along the spine, which is excellent for your posture, right? We don't want to just have arms and a quote unquote six pack, but we're not functional. We have back pain. Everybody has abdominal muscles, but if you have too much adipose tissue and bloating and water retention, you're not going to see it. All right, next movement pattern. We still have that other leg, but we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to take some Harriet squats. So get in where you fit in. So first level is going to be step, step. Your hips and glutes go back parallel to the floor. Drop down. Make sure your back is nice and straight. Put your stomach muscles in, right? So step, 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 step. Hips and glutes go back. Level 2, soft like a cat and step, step.
You are burning.
Soft like a cat, step, step. Level 3, you should not be able to hear your feet. You're listening to your inhale and exhale. Drop back. Squeeze your glutes when you come up. You want to open up the hip joint here. If you're sitting down too much, this stays closed. That's going to compromise your back. Stand all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, right? This is your natural BBL. I wish somebody was telling women about this. A glute, a firm glute is a lifted glute. That means it has muscle on it, less adipose tissue, and it's a firm muscle. You got maximus, minimus, medius. It has function. If your glutes are not firing, you're going to have back problems. All right, that being said, get your where you fit in, listen to your breath, go for nice form, do what you can with good form. Heart rate is down 65%. Here we go. So I'll take out, and in. This is 2 or 3 4 or 5, 6, 7. Don't let your arms rest in your thighs. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
You are improving.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Last 10, legs should be warm. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down. Focus like Harriet. 9, grits under pressure. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! So still have the other leg. We're going to sneak in a second set of push-ups. Nice and easy. Take a sip of water. Work your own mind. Nice and easy. So get in when you fit. They can be all be kneeling today. Even if you do 1 or 2 and you pause, do them with good form. So you're not humping the floor, not kissing the floor. You're going to bend and straighten at the elbows. Strive to lower the body down as 1 unit and press the arm straight. Make sure you're pressing through pinky, index finger, and thumb. All right, place the hands, knees and back of the hips. Squeeze your thighs together as if you have one mermaid leg.
You are burning.
And try make the effort to angle your elbows backwards. If you feel your joints, that means your alignment is off. Tuck your hips under. Scratch the back of your calf. Here we go. Down exhale up 1. Down exhale up 2. Down exhale up 3. Down exhale up 4. Then exhale up 5. Then exhale up 6. Then exhale up 7. Then exhale up 8. Then exhale up 9. The next leg up
You
10.
are improving
The next
fitness.
leg up 11. The next leg up 12. The next leg up 1. Or 13, 14, 15, 16. The next leg up 17. The next leg up 18. The next leg up 19. And 20. Last 10 is the best. The next leg up 1. Squeeze the thighs. The next leg up 2. The next leg up 3. It's getting toasty. The next leg up 4. The next leg up 5. 5 to go. The next leg up 1. Next leg up 2. The next leg up 3. The next leg up 4. Woo. The next leg up 5. Oh, chest is toasty. Drop down to the floor. Working on your posture and your back. You're working on the front. You want to balance out the back of the body. Tuck your hips under. Pull your belly button away from the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Look straight down so your neck is nice and long. Point the toes. Lift the front of your thighs off the floor. Extend the torso. Squeeze your elbows behind you. 1. Look straight down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you're gonna do the hero shiro. You're gonna fly
You are
and
improving
swim
fitness.
across your burrow, your town. Point your toes. Pull your belly button away from the floor. Swim and fly. Raise your torso and your legs and paddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relax. Good. So bend one leg. See if you can reach the top of your toes, right, with one hand. So you can grab the other one. So nothing fancy. Pull your belly button into the spine and see if you can just pull your feet up just a little bit into your boat pose or your boat.
You are burning
Squeeze.
fat.
Now, the more you squeeze your glutes and try to lift your legs up, you're going to feel more stretch in the front of the thighs. So strive to lift it up. Good. And relax. That's it. Nice and easy. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Come up on the pads of your fingers and open your elbows out to the side. Feel a nice stretch along your upper back. Good. And come up. All right. Now we'll take the other side. So grab. You can either do your body weight or grab the 2 light water bottles. Right? So this leg was forward. Make sure you're not spilling water on the floor. Opposite leg is forward. As you go down, the light weights come up. Make sure also you have enough space. You don't want to be here. Open up so you have enough space between your legs, right? Here's your imaginary headlights on your shoulders, your hip, your knees, and your ankles. Step back. Always gentle on that back leg. Here we go. 1, 2. Pour water out of the jugs at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You are burning fat.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10 more, 10, working the shoulders, and the legs and core, 8, 7, 6, 5,
You are improving fitness.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Commercial break. Guess what? We're going to squeeze in one more of those Harriet pot squats. Now, why do we call squats after Harriet? Focus and tenacity. You want to finish the task with the same amount of enthusiasm that we started with. Start with your feet together. Remember, don't rest your elbows on your thighs. Pull your belly button in so you're supporting your back. Listen to your breath. Remember, you can either step, 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 or out, step, step, or out and in. Soft, gentle landing. And don't be stingy. Share what your readings are from your heart rate monitor. Share it in the chat or share it on Body-Culinary or join in Body-Culinary forum or go to the Body-Culinary channel or send me a message. Fill out the application if you're a young woman, whatever your age is, and you're interested in starting a garden for food sovereignty and also knowing what you're eating and also for stress release. You're sharing what you're doing from your heart rate monitor, positive accountability, and you're sharing your peaceful consumption, food that loves you back. All right, here we go. Enough stalling. 1, get your appropriate level. 2, 3, squeeze your glutes on the way up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, drop it down. Grace under pressure, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh. Heart rate went up to 83%. Scale of 1 to 10. You should feel yourself working if you're still here. Where's my little tough niecey? You still there, sweetie? You hanging with auntie? So, it's Harriet squats because we want to finish with the same amount of enthusiasm we started with. So we got all that in there. Let's drop down and get some core in. Well, let's see, what else can we fit in? Let's get a little bit more shoulders, and then we'll take core. And we can do multiple things at one time so we can be efficient. You're lucky if you have 20 minutes in the morning to get your movement practice in. And you want to do something consistent. So if it's 15, 20 minutes, make it consistent. Let it be imperfect. Go for good form. Go for consistency. So if you don't have a calendar, go to bodyculinary.com and then download where it says resources and free stuff. Get your calendar so you can keep track of what you're doing and watch how you can transform your body from your house. No steroids. You don't need protein powder. All you need is an exercise mat and eat real food. So download that for free. All right. Elbows in, palms facing each other. You're going to alternatively, right? Because we're going to use up this last, we have less than 10 minutes. Step back and press. So the elbows have to go straight. Alternate, step back and press. Step back and press. And 2, and press. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7,
You are
7,
improving fitness.
8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Take a quick sip of water. Quick sip. And let's finish this off with some core. Woo. So we always have plenty of core because that's what supports all of our movement. Coming down to your mat. So you should be nice and warm. You're coming to tabletop position. So from tabletop position, on all fours, spread your fingertips, tuck your hips under. This is no butter, that's not supporting your back. Take your pubic bone or your pelvis pointed in the direction of your nose. Make sure you're not sinking down into the floor. That's going to mess up your head and shoulders. So start with good form. Don't rush to the motions and jack yourself up. Then you won't have longevity in the game, right? Press your hands into the floor. We're going to take alternate arm leg reach. So right elbow is going to meet the left knee, and then you're going to have a full extension. All right, let's bang it out. So it's 1, 2, 3, all the way straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm goes straight. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Hold 25. Shake your tail feather a little bit to release your back. Opposite side, left elbow to right knee, then extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, hold 25. Shake your tail feather. So we'll take a quick external hip rotation. Big circles out to the side, working your glutes, also good for your back. 1, 2 big circles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Lift it out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, you should be feeling your glutes. Big external hip rotation. Open it up. 1, 2 big circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Lift it out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And 10. Good. Come up. Right leg as far. So I'm in a kneeling position. Kneeling position. Lunge forward a little bit, but tuck your hips under. Open up the chest. Squeeze your glute on the bottom leg. You're going to feel a big stretch in the front of the hip. Now try to squeeze your 2 legs together. My left knee is down, so I'm going to reach my left hips up to the ceiling and pull up and out of the hip. So I feel a big stretch there. Now reach your hips back. Let your front leg extend. Feel the stretch there. Reach for either your calf, your ankle, or around the foot. And don't round your back. Reach your chest forward. Feel your heart rate start to come down. Feel the stretch in the back of the extended leg. Good. Switch sides. So now my right knee is down. Tuck your hips under. Lunge forward a little bit. Tuck the hips under. Squeeze your glute. Try to squeeze the 2 legs together. You're going to feel more stretch here in the front of your hip. If this is tight, that's going to pull on your back on the other side. So reach your right fingertips up to the ceiling, pulling up and out of the hip. Feel that stretch. Whew. Now reach hips back. Take your time. Hips go back. Reach for either your calf, your ankle, or around the foot. So you should feel a big stretch in the back of the extended leg. Try to reach your chest forward. Heart rate is coming down. Body's cooling down. Good. And relax. Then we come into a nice little tripod, seated triangle position. Stomach muscles pulled in before you do any forward bending so that you are supporting your back on the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands forward. So your stretch should be to the point of slight discomfort. You're going to feel a stretch in the groin area. Walk your hands forward. Try to reach your chest forward. Breathe into the stretch. Notice that the body is cooling itself down. Wiggle your feet to work your way into the stretch. Stretching to the point of slight discomfort. Walk your hands backward. I'm leaning over to my right side, so you may be mirroring me. So I'm leaning over to my right side. I want to pull up and out of this hip. I'm also stretching my QL, my quadratus lumbar, which contributes quite often to a lot of back pain. So palm faces the floor. Try to straighten your elbow out, whatever your range of motion is, and reach for your toes. So my left fingertips are reaching for my right toes. I feel a big stretch here. Ooh, it feels good. Circle the arm around. Reach it over, body still cooling down. Let the body float up, over to the opposite side. So you're leaning over to the side, palm is facing the floor. Reach your right fingertips for your left toes. So you want to pull up and out of the hip. I can also use this bottom arm to press the legs open. That gives me even a deeper stretch here. Circle the arm around, reach it over again. Breathing. Good, and then come up, extend one leg. So my left leg is extended, my toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. I'm bending the opposite leg, try to square your hips off. Walk your hands forward, reach for the calf, the ankle around the foot. Now this leg, the more this pushes in, I'm feeling a stretch also around my hip and glute on this side. Reach forward. Breathe into your stretch. And then release, opposite side. Right leg's extended, I'm bending the left leg. My left foot is pressing into my right thigh. Walk your hands forward, reach for your calf, your ankle, or around the foot. Reach your chest forward. Oh, that's a good stretch. So I feel it around my hip, on the bent leg, and in the back of the extended leg. Sit up nice and tall. Drop your head over to your right side. Take your right hand, give a gentle pull on your head. Let this shoulder, opposite shoulder, drop heavy in the direction of the floor. Feel a nice stretch on the side of your neck. Curl your chin into your chest slightly, feel the stretch travel. Let the head float up. Head drops over to the left side. Take the left hand, give an ever so gentle pull on the head. Your right shoulder becomes heavy, sinking down in the direction of the floor. Feel the stretch along the side of the neck. Gently curl your chin into your chest. Feel the stretch travel. Let the head float up. Lace your fingers. Place your hands behind the head. Bring the elbows together. Curl the chin into the chest. And nod your head gently now. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck and the head. Let the head float up. I invite you to take a moment to seal your practice, to ground your practice, to imprint a memory in your body of what intentional relaxation, what it looks like and feels like in your body, so you can access it during the course of the day. And take a nice deep breath in. Lungs are down here. You want to expand and fill them with air. And inhale. Exhale through the mouth and deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Allow your toes, feet, ankles, shins, knees, and thighs to become super heavy, very heavy, and sink down in the direction of the floor. Allow your hips and glutes to become heavy and sink into the floor. Allow your reproductive organs to rest, cradled inside of your body. Allow your stomach muscles to relax. Allow your belly button to relax. Allow your back to relax. Allow your stomach, your torso, your heart and your chest to open, expand, soften, and become heavy, sinking down into the floor underneath you. Allow your lower back, mid back, and upper back and shoulders to become heavy and sink down into the earth. Allow your fingertips, your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows, and upper arms to become very relaxed and sink in the direction of the floor. Allow your heart to open and soften. Visualize your heart relaxing. Allow your throat to relax, your voice box to soften and relax. Notice as your ears rest gently along the sides of your face. Notice as your tongue rests softly in your mouth. Notice as your eyes rest gently in the sockets. I invite you today to nourish yourself with the sights and sounds of nature, some warm sun in your skin, the sound of children laughing, the sound of birds, and nature to reset your nervous system. I invite you to feed and nourish yourself with the most colorful, beautiful, nutrient-dense, life force, vitality-filled,
peaceful fuel that's available to you. Fuel that demonstrates that it loves you back and is kind to your arteries, your colon, your brain, your back, all of your cells. I invite you today to create a great day on purpose, simply because you said so. All right, folks, so we walk.
Training paused at 1 hour, 4 minutes, 44
So we got on our
seconds.
heart rate monitor. So if you're in coaching, if you're in Flower Fit, or if you're in the 7-day nutritional reset, or if you're doing Sunday coaching with me, Whole Living Foods and Fitness, Sundays 2 p.m., you're logging your results from your heart rate monitor into the chat where it says the daily workout journal. At the end of every quarter, the end of every month, you're taking your month at a glance calendar and you're posting it there, which is really motivational for everyone to see. And you're also posting pictures of your fresh whole living foods inside the appropriate part of the chat. So just a little hint, a little tidbit for those that got up early. If you're looking to lose weight, now all of this lose weight business is really, it's ineffective for a reason. The only weight we ever want to, I say release more so than lose, because where did you find the weight, right? The only way we ever want to release is unhealthful adipose tissue. We don't want to lose muscle. If you're losing muscle, you're doing cardio, or dieting, then you'll wind up looking very loose and flabby. And that's not what we want, right? We want to look like a nice, firm peach. You don't have to take steroids. You don't really even need to take protein powder. Just don't ask me how I know. I've done every protein powder on the market. So you need to just real food and a daily vigorous movement practice, and then some type of rest and relaxation. The consistency is key, and several other nuances. Also looking at how your body's doing hormonally and how your body's responding to the recreational eating and to your lifestyle. So that coaching we go over specifically at Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just got started with a 30-day masterclass. So we're making crackers. Of course, they're dairy and flour free, because you know how we get down with whole living food. So crackers, this masterclass series, we're also sprouting. So very important for all my flowers out there, my flowers and my trees. This to me is our culture. Knowing how to go to your yard and luxuriate the things that you need for your skin, or for healing, or for teas from your own yard, nourishing your hair, and then also cultural things, food to put in the ground. I don't know if you all paying attention. But amongst my network, it has become apparent, or it's been made known to me, that a certain company that has a red and yellow clown has just opened several locations where there are no employees. So I'm not here to tell folks what to do, because it's been 30 years in food and fitness, and it's just not that time to do what doesn't work. If you're paying attention, I hope you're paying attention. And as I've said before, everybody can grow something. If you're the only person perhaps that is in your cipher and your circle that really has a focus on dramatically improving not only your body composition, but your performance, and you want some support or you want some coaching, reach out, info@body-culinary.com. Request Flower Fit, that's community. There's group coaching, and we are right now on a 30-day masterclass series. For those folks that were doing the Raw Vegan Challenge with my homie, some people have continued on. So it's 30 days, we're just getting started. I think I'm adding 2 extra days for some people didn't get to get in, but it's 30 days masterclass. It's a lifestyle. A diet is something that you have to stop, and that doesn't make sense. I know I like to look for what works, what's sustainable, and what I can do on a regular basis. Again, if you have space enough for a mat where you pay rent and mortgage and lay your head, you can dramatically change the shape of your body. And natural bodies, they matter. Before you touch something that you put in, that you got to pull out, keep in mind, these are foreign substances, and we already got to do with what's in the water supply, what's in the air, what's being injected into us. We're injecting substances that the body doesn't recognize, and that usually will cause an inflammatory response. May not be everybody, but I know personally of numerous horror stories, right? It's a firm glute, developed glute, which has a purpose. That is what a lifted glute looks like. So, inviting you to create a great day on purpose. Follow BODYCULINARY on TikTok, Instagram. Once my Instagram folks into my knees, beautiful knees.
YouTube, and also on the Facebook channel. Because if you don't see me looking for me, somebody asked if I teach in class, and I've been doing the same thing consistently for years. So when it's time to go, if you're looking for me, my recommendation for folks out there, you know who you are, is go into the cocoon and bloom. Disappear off the scene. Be somewhere in your garden, jump and double dutch, getting your workout on, dancing, growing your food, right? That's a recipe for peaceful consumption. Y'all create a great day on purpose because you said so. Like, comment, subscribe, whichever channel you're on, and I will see you soon. Right? Shout out to all my early risers on BODYCULINARY YouTube channel. Feel free to support the channel. I love flowers and seeds and organic produce. So the Cash App is there if you would like to support the channel. Create a great day, and I will see you soon.